ICMTU, which is short for I Can't Make This Up, is a live comedy show hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. ICMTU brings people together from different backgrounds by sharing true stories that have happened in their lives. Today's shout out goes to the one and only Freetown Road Project. It's West Indian cuisine located in Jersey City. The location is 640 Newark Ave, Jersey City, New Jersey. So if you're in Jersey City, make sure you stop by the Freetown Road Project. Tell Chef Claude that AJ Dunk sent you, okay? Listen, the chef is on point. Not only is he nice and a personable person, he's a chef, a good chef at that. So make sure you stop by Freetown Road Project in Jersey City, New Jersey, when you are here. All right. Okay. I think it's about that time that we bring in the host, my guy, the one, the only, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Hey, what's good? What's up? What's good, everybody on Instagram? Hello, everybody there on Twitch. I'm talking to you on YouTube, you on Facebook, you at your friend's house, you peeking over the shoulder. I'm talking to you. What's good? We are in here. That's right. So it is a Thursday. We good. We about to roll into the weekend. But before we do that, you know that we got to get our sips, our smokes, and our shits. I'm going to give you time to get all that out the way while we get ready for this episode that is going to be epic. You are going to witness something that you will be able to talk about at the water cooler tomorrow at work, okay? Or you'll be able to talk about it during your little Zoom breakout room. Whatever you're doing where you have a little break at work, you're going to want to talk about this. All right? So, in the meantime, we're going to get our sips, our smokes, and our shits together. All right? Let's do it. Let me know what you're sipping. Let me know what you're smoking. And let me know who you shitting on. Hey, all right, we had ample time to get our sips, our smokes, and our shits. All right, so you sipping on that smart water. We got a comment in from the Peace Bus. Shout out to you, Peace Bus, over on Instagram. Ooh, you got that smart water? I got this cup, and I ain't gonna tell you what's in it. Could be water, could be air, could be something expensive. We'll be in here though. All right. So let me know in the comments what you're sipping on, what you got going on, what you're smoking on, who you shitting on. All right. Now, there's only one other thing for us to do to really kick this show off. You know, it's got to be brought in by the one, the only band, Salt Pepper Ketchup, spelled one word, with my guy, Jesus, the Bodega Cat, on the vocals. So let's get it.
You know I can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. You know we can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. Yeah. I can't make this up, baby. Ya tú sabes, coño. Ahí lo fuimos.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So make sure when you're done at the lit verse, you take some time to go over to ajdunk.com and you can enjoy everything that there is to offer there. I've got the soup of the day. I've got stand-up. I've got sketch. I've got a lot of entertainment that you will enjoy. And you will be able to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend that you know this friend. All right. So still in the comments, let me know. Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me where you're checking in from. Let me know what you're sipping, what you're smoking. Let me see what's good with everybody. It's been a little bit. I've played live episodes and now we live. So let me know how you're feeling. All right. Now, without any further ado, I'm ready to bring in our guest. Now, listen, I need y'all to make some noise. Listen, put your hands together. I don't care if I can't hear you. I will be able to feel you. All right. So put your hands together. Start clapping. Start putting your hand under your armpit. Start clapping your butt cheeks. Whatever it is you do, however you clap, Make some noise because I have a special guest here today. I consider all my guests to be special if they're taking their time out of their day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up. So, guest, if you will, when I bring you in, would you please introduce yourself? Hey!
Hey, it's R3ptar. AJ's counterpart from Litverse. And I do dating with R3ptar and Litverse whenever I can. And that's that.
All right, R3ptar. What's good? How you feeling?
I'm chilling like a villain with no purpose, as always.
Chilling like a villain with no purpose. I ain't never heard the no purpose part before.
I mean, you got to be different, right?
Hey, you talk about it. Okay, baby. So, let me ask you: what have you been sipping on lately? Have you been smoking on anything? And who are you shitting on for this week?
Oof. If I tell who I'm shitting on, I will not have a job. That's number one. Number two. I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. I'm clean lunged here. But I wish I was sipping on something. I wish. But I feel like every time I do it, I got work in the morning. So let me not.
All right. Well, that's good decisions. That's smart. I see that you are keeping your job by not sipping and not shitting on anybody. So that's good. And no Fumar. All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I like to check in with all my guests because I get guests that come from all over. I got guests that have been across the water, on the East Coast, down south, where all over the world. So I'm checking in from Jersey City. Where is it that you are checking in from?
Brooklyn, New York, East New York. What's good?
Oh, okay.
What's good? Hey, neighbor.
Hey, what's good? Are you feeling? Are you feeling? You know what I mean?
Right over
Okay.
the bridge.
Okay. Brooklyn. You know, I got my Brooklyn on. Look, I got my Brooklyn on.
What?
I'm
What?
over here,
What?
Brooklyn, a little bit.
What? We in the playoffs. Stop playing.
We not just in the playoffs. We second seed in the playoffs.
Hello. Hello. Say it for louder for people in the back.
We second seed in the playoffs, baby. We second seed. Brooklyn.
You know, I was a Nets fan since Jersey, so
Ooh,
I'm a Jersey Nets fan.
I don't know where my jersey is, but I got a New Jersey Nets Jason Kidd jersey. It's around here somewhere. It's floating around.
I had Jason Kidd too. See, we distant cousins and we don't know.
We starting something. We about to be starting something. It's gonna be something.
That's right. Because I had the old jersey back when he was still on the team.
And here's the thing: jerseys was big back then, but somehow that jersey still fit me.
Was it making it for like all sizes at the time? Because that thing was fitting me, and I done blossomed. I done blossomed everywhere.
Look at that, jersey's adjustable, baby. That's a New Jersey.
Talked about breathable fabric.
All right, R3ptar, are you ready for me to explain to everybody what is about to happen?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you on Instagram, you on Facebook, you on YouTube, you on Twitch, you that's on punishment and you sitting down and your parent is like making you watch this, you learn something, and you that is looking through somebody else's window like, oh, what's this? All this pink stuff and this yellow stuff. Who are these people? I'm going to explain to you what's about to happen. So it doesn't matter if you've seen every episode. It doesn't matter if it's your first episode. And it doesn't matter if you're just like, hey, what is that noise? This is I Can't Make This Up, hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. And I invite guests here to share true stories that have happened in their life that they cannot make up. Now, while R3ptar is sharing this story, what I want you to do is comment. Just keep going. Go type. You can work on the typing here. Just type it. You're commenting. I'm gonna be reading your comments. I'm gonna be listening to R3ptar, and I'm also gonna be jotting down my own notes because once the story is done, I'm gonna be asking questions. What? What y'all say? What'd you say? Why can I only ask questions? That's not true. You can ask questions too. So while you're commenting, if you come up with a question, put a couple question marks after it. All right. That's so I know. Because if it pertains to the story, it could be asked. All right. So just question, then comment. So if you want to say, hey, R3ptar, you know that's a 3 right there, and that 3 is eating an R. Did you know that? If that has to deal with the story, then it could be asked. So just put a couple question marks after what you say. All right. Now, if I'm lagging a little bit, everybody listen. That's just the internet. I don't got control over that. We here though. We here. Oh, look at this. You get best name ever. Ooh,
yeah.
I can't make it.
Yes, I had this love. Name in high school.
All right. Now, one last after. Are you ready? You listening? Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
All right. R3ptar. Do you pinky promise that this story is true?
Yes. Pinky swear.
Pinky promise.
All right. If you would, please share this story that you cannot make up.
So this story I cannot make up. So this was a 2-day thing in college, undergrad, because I did my master's, but I was later. This was undergrad. And it was Connecticut. Hey y'all. And so the first day, went to college, did my classes, all that good stuff. That night was a party. So I was like, do I want to go? And I was like, let me bust it down for a real guy. So let me get dressed, and I had a ride. So I was like, let me go and, get dressed, get primped, propered. I had hair at the time. This is not the little bit you see here. I had hair. And and I got dressed and we head up to the party. It was packed to the point where the line was around the block.
Okay.
But see, where I am in Connecticut ain't but this big. So that's what it felt like to me. It ain't like Brooklyn. It's like this big. And so the streets, the streets seem shorter. So the line seems longer. But we had our tickets and stuff. So we were able to go waltz right in while everybody else was mad. I felt like a VIP. And so we in there turning up. It's already smelling like weed and ass. So, because we ain't nowhere on time. So it smelled like weed and ass already. They done busted down already. Tampons flying, underwear not on. It was a lot. It was a lot. Ended up on World Star. So so it ended up on World Star, but before it got on World Star, like I said, it was a lot going on. So I didn't know it was on World Star until after I left, but because I left, the police came and raided it. This was only an hour after we had already been there.
Wow.
The police came and raided it, right? And so we ended up getting back in the car that one of my homies had, got in the car, got back to the dorm room. Come to find out, we could have got a ride from the police. Now that sounds crazy. Write that down. That's what you need to write down, because the Connecticut police, who probably don't work there right now, gave a ride to all the people that needed a ride back to the dorm. And so when that became the case, I looked at all my friends and I was like, so we could have asked the police to give us a ride home without showing nothing, without flashing? I'm confuzzled.
Okay.
So
Me
thought
too.
it was
Me too.
weird. And mind you, they was coming out the police cars like clown cars. It was like 4 or 5 of them in a damn car. Yeah, damn. 4 or 5 at least max coming out that car, looking like a jitney. Yes. And so I was like, oh, so we could have got a ride. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm going upstairs, getting my clothes off so I can go to bed. This had to be like 3 a.m. Okay. And this was Sunday morning. So I didn't even get 5 hours of sleep. And literally when I heard banging on my dorm room after I got in, settled down, tried to sleep, woke up the next morning, banging on my door. And it wasn't the police, but it sounded like it. And I opened the door and sis, my neighbor, was like, you got water on the floor? I'm like, what? What are you talking? I'm like, what are you? Mind you, I had no glasses on. I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, there's water. I looked down. Mind you, I opened the door while I was still in the bed, never looked down. I finally looked down. There was water up to my suitcase level. So like the suitcase is here. The water was like right under the suitcase. And I was like, what the fuck? And so my roommate was still asleep and she woke up and was like, what the fuck? So as soon as I got down, I put on at least my rain boots because I had them handy. I put on my rain boots and I said, yo, roomie, what's going on? She said, I don't know. I just saw water on the floor. And just like you did. And so when I opened the door, the whole hallway was looking like Niagara Falls. So it was shh, down the steps and everything. And then when they stopped the water, because it took them a minute after we done called about 4 or 5 times, they stopped the water. Come to find out, the water came out the bathroom. Now, I don't know if it was poopy water or clean water, but it's still today, I don't know. And I was like, so how in the hell was a pipe burst and nobody knew? And why was nobody called as soon as it happened? If they called, they're doing the worst job in America. So we in the room trying to mop up what we can. We had to mop it, mind you. And we had to mop it with the janitor's mop after 4 phone calls to get it up off the floor. We were fine on the floor, 6th floor. We were fine. That was the girls' floor. There was a co-ed dorm, 6th floor. It wasn't until maybe 3 hours later. So we talking 8, 9, 10, about 10 going on 11 o'clock. All you hear is, ah! So I'm like, what happened? We ran downstairs. My neighbors on my wing. We ran downstairs to the boys' floor. The water was coming from the top through the ceiling into their rooms, into the hallway. The light fixtures was flickering because of the water, and it was obscene just from our floor. So we're not sure to this day if the pipe burst again, but the pipe burst somewhere else, and it was literally dripping on people's heads. Wow. And you remember the movable plates they used to have in classrooms where you can actually put your finger up and put the decorations in there? You used to move back in the hood. you could move the ceiling piece and put your little decorations up and hook them down. And what happened is, with so much water, some of the pieces.
I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the side of the wall. You're talking about like
no,
ceiling.
The actual top. Yes, the actual ceiling that you can move the tile. Yes, that
and
tile was
right there.
Out.
Yep.
And the tile was coming out the ceiling as it was breaking because of the water.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the guys were like, it's your fault that the water is coming down on our floor. And I was the voice of the young people saying, what you're not going to do is say that you're going to blame the females, like we done peed every day and made the water fall. Like there's no way that can happen. I said, y'all can come upstairs and follow me and show you where the pipe burst. But what you're not going to do is fight us because we got womanly problems. I said what I said. And so I had a couple of the guys actually come upstairs to go see what happened in the girls' bathroom because it's college. Who's stopping them, right?
Right.
So they get into the girls' bathroom and they see the pipe hanging out the wall while the tiling that's on the actual wall had broke.
Damn.
It was broken. Like shattered glass. So they were like, yo, I hope it wasn't shitty water. And I said, I hope so too, my guy, because we walking all in it. My boots are in this.
Right.
And so instead of them being grown men and helping us and cleaning their own shit, we down there with the janitors, mops, us females cleaning the stuff like we were housemaids. Damn. I'm not going to tell you the amount of bags they had to bring for people to throw their stuff away. Half the people lost clothes. Damn. They lost clothes. They lost suitcases. A computer was on the floor. Because one of them was doing homework they should have did when they weren't supposed to be at that party. It's all connected. That's why I said 2-day thing. It was all connected. Because there was a thirsty Thursday, then most of us don't have class on Friday. Then they trying to bust it down on a Saturday. Then Sunday they gonna do their work. I don't do that. That wasn't me. So with that computer being on the floor, she said, I checked my computer. Oh my God, it's good. I checked it for the water and it's fine. And like it was okay. I was like, well, at least put some rice on it or something. I don't know. I'm only 19. You may need a rice trick just to be sure. Because if you say it's glitching and you told the school it's fine, you dumb.
You're
dumb.
if your legs get electrocuted out of nowhere.
I have no. I was not there. You will not catch me. You will not catch me. So the good girl in me called my mother, called her, and I said, "Mommy." She said, "Why are you calling me this early?" And you know, I'm in church. Mind you, I had to wait till 12 to like 12, 1 o'clock to call it because it was church. So I was like, "Mommy." She said, "Why do you sound like that?" I was like, "Mommy, the water done burst on my floor." She said, "What?" I was like, "Mommy, where are you?" Before I say the story.
Right,
She
right.
said, "Well, I'm on my way home from church." I was like, "Mommy, my suitcase is at the bottom is wet." Luckily, I had my clothes and stuff in a bin. I actually was smart because I had bins for my clothes. Nothing cracked. Everything was fine. But I told mommy, I said, I might have lost all the suitcases.
Damn.
She was like, "Was there anything else on the floor?" I said, "No, I'm fine. I'm good." She said, "What you got on your feet?" "My rain boots." So when she was fine as long as my stuff was not fully corroded, she
Right.
was fine. But she was like, "Make sure it ain't poopy water."
Yeah, that's some shit.
And nobody could not give us an answer until I think it was one of the janitors that gave us a mop and said, "Oh no, it was just one of the water lines right before it switches to the toilet." I said, "I'll never believe that because you gave me too much science. You gave me way too much science." So to actually end it in a sense, none of us got compensation. None of us got a sorry. None of the guys got moved from their floor to get any fixing or anything fixed. And we was just sitting in the hood dorm, as I call it, because all of New York and New Jersey lived there, mad at the world, pissed, talking about it for the rest of the Sunday. And so last but not least, sis with the messed up computer, she sent the email to the provost and said, "How dare you?" And I told her, I said, "Good luck with that, because you know provosts don't do nothing. It's always the deans." So, like I said, that Monday we went to class and everybody was like, shit happens. It was a lot to unpack at the time, but that was the 2 days of pure crazy.
Now, okay, so let me ask. Okay, so this party.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to search, hey, what's good? What's good? Aloha. We got people checking in from Hawaii. Aloha. So I gotta ask, this party that you're talking about, this wild indoor freak fest.
Facts.
The first thing I have to ask, was it somebody that, like, do you think they were sweating too much, or they were having too much fun that all this water was coming from?
Why did you do that?
Like they wanted to continue the party, and it was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like the cops done broke up the other one, so let's go back to the dorm. Forget how much we sweat, and we making all that sweat. We just gonna go there, and we just gonna fuck it. We gonna go to the 7th floor, and we just gonna sweat it down.
The 6th floor. The girls' floor was the 6th floor. The guys' floor was the 5th floor.
Was about the 7th floor?
7th, I think, was girls, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like boy girl kind of thing.
I'm still on to it. You know what I mean?
That's how it was. My dorm was co-ed. It was the hood dorm of co-ed.
Maybe they met on the 7th floor, and then it started leaking down, and then it leaked down to the 6th floor, and then sat there.
I wish I could tell that story. I wish. I saw the pipe. It had cap off. It said boom, and it was just gushing.
Now, let me ask you this: could somebody have done that, or it was like, okay, it was a malfunction in the pipe? What do you think?
So when I saw the cap when they finally closed it, I'm sitting here like, I don't give a shit what y'all tell me. It's poopy water. And I'm guessing the pressure from the water, that it was so much where it came from, that I truly feel it burst. But my 19-year-old self, if you asked me then, I truly thought somebody was playing games, like a fire alarm.
Got you. It's probably everybody was like, I gotta take a shower from being that sticky, nasty ass, sweaty ass party and wait. Even if they was waiting in line, they was like, ugh, I gotta take a shower
And
after
to the
this.
point where it ended up on World Star.
That was my next question.
It's still there.
I could find this.
It's pretty old. It's a few years now, but we talking like fall of 2012.
Okay.
Something like that. Sandy happened.
Oh, damn. That's more water.
Yeah, we had Sandy. The rocks from the water was all here.
Now, you can accept or decline this question. It's up to you. Do you know what that title of that video was?
Oh man, it used to be called somebody shaking their booty at the place, but I forgot the place. No, I'm lying. Her tampon is shaking a booty with a tampon in her butt or something like that. That's what it was called. And I don't the date now, it lost me. I used to have it, but I don't got it no more. But and she has a butterfly tattoo on her ass. I was just as done as you are, because I didn't find out until way later on Sunday that it was up there.
And here y'all go. World Star.
That's what everybody was doing on every floor when we saw it. Everybody and their mama was doing that. Yep, it's still there. I actually checked. I think my last time I checked was like 2018, and it was still up there.
Oh, you damn sure. I'm gonna check when this is over. I'm gonna go check for sure. Because you know what I'm be checking for? I'm be looking for you. I'm gonna see.
All you're gonna see is a light skin ass. That's not me. Shaking that ass for a real nigga. Yes, it was a hanging tampon with the string and everything. She had on no underwear.
Oh,
she had on no underwear. Like, she didn't pull down no underwear, nothing. It went straight to bend it over for the guy on this, not for the guy, but like, you know what I'm saying, for the people in the audience, and she shook it.
That caused the pipe burst. That right there, and you.
It's funny when you try to explain it and you can't. You can't.
You know what? All right. It's not the pipe burst. I know what it is. That's what caused the police escorts home, because it was like they probably took everybody home and just talked about it on the way home. Like, yo, so she had no panties on, but she was just up there.
But the good thing was the girl did not go to our school, but it was labeled as if she was.
Oh, you know, I bet you there was more applications next year for that school. That registrar was like, "Oh shoot, why we got so many people trying to come here? World Star."
Yup.
A little bit of this.
The facts. It was the same thing. That's no bueno. Yeah, it really was not. And glad,
right?
Yo,
like,
nobody pulled anything. We were still in the age of pulling out your phone and tape everything. And that's too thick. That string you got is too
kept
thick.
Going.
Like yeah, this. It was doing this while she was shaking her ass. It was doing this. One of these. It was so nasty.
Yo, it sounds so much like a pinata, because she got a butterfly on her butt and she got a string hanging out.
Yup, exactly.
If I would have pulled it, that shit was just like.
And mind you, I'm a sophomore in college. Sophomore in college at the time.
Now I have to ask you. Okay, you mentioned that you are light skinned. All right. Does that give you an excuse to still take a ride from the police?
Listen, I wasn't in the ride with the police. Remember, I had friends that took me.
Yeah, but you said if I would have known they was taking people home, you would have taken a ride from them.
I would have felt safe.
What?
This was before we was getting killed. Now this was right before we had all.
Listen, that shit been happening since before cameras was invented.
No, I'm not saying
that.
I'm just saying. At that time, those cops were more worried about getting people back to their dorms than they were trying to shoot up the place.
Okay.
They did not look like, oh, you got to get out. They were just like, okay, party's over. It's at capacity kind of thing.
Okay.
And it was too many people, and they were standing outside. You know, they didn't have enough space, even though it was huge, but it still was a lot of us from school that went.
Right. And how long of a ride was it?
I'm gonna say like 15 minutes.
How many?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15, 20, depending, because you know the roads in CT are like long. Streets is short, roads is long. So like about 15 minutes max.
I would have just take that hour-long walk and just talked about the party.
Oh no. You cannot walk in the streets in the dark. It's darker than the little suit you got on this pinky promise. Stop playing.
We light skin. People can see us if they driving. We all right.
First of all, forget about being seen. You got deer, you got moose, you got gray skunks, not black. You got parrots, exotic parrots flying around making a lot of noise. I don't want to see Yogi Bear and the picnic baskets popping up next.
Listen, Reptar,
I don't do wildlife.
You said it was smelling like booty in that time of the month. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Ain't none of them animals fitting to mess with that. They don't recognize that smell. They like, we staying away.
I didn't smell like that. Remember, I had just got there.
You was there for an hour, right? You said?
But I ain't smell like that when I walked out. All I smelled like was, damn, did I have weed on me? Goddamn. Was I smoking after?
Weed in the time of the month.
Oh
my goodness.
My usual words, hot sweating ass.
Now, okay, I do have to ask. Excuse me. What time did you get back to the dorm?
I said that was like about 3 a.m. 2 a.m. when I was downstairs, like 2:30.
Okay. And then you were woken up around 9 o'clock?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
And when you walked in the dorm, there was no sign of water, right?
No, there was none, because you would have seen it no sooner you got off the elevator, or they would have shut down the elevators.
Right.
They didn't shut down the elevators until the water already went down to the 5th floor. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So who was it again that knocked on the door like the police? Like, wake up, wake up?
My neighbor.
Okay, all right.
So she was like right there. So like my door was here. She was literally straight across.
Okay. So I'm guessing that you said 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Let's take off an hour for each, 4 to 7. That's about 3 hours, we're going to say, of water just...
If it had that long, we don't know. The thing is, we don't know how long that pipe burst. Because when we saw it on the floor, it hadn't really like made a rise. But I'm guessing it went to other wings. We were on the wing where we were far from the bathroom. Like you got to turn the corner just to get to the bathroom where I was. So we had it lucky in a sense, but still some people's stuff got water on it, like laundry bags. I shouldn't say plastic bags because those are like retrievable, but like laundry bags, any kind of book bags, their work, their homework that's not in a bin, they could have put on the floor. Why, I don't know. That's the dog ate my homework kind of thing. Like it was really bad. it was really bad.
I can laugh at it now because I went to school in Camden. I went to college in Camden, and there was times where they were like, all right, y'all, we're going to give y'all packs of water because the water ain't right. There was brown water coming out of our out of our like shower and stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, okay, I can understand a little bit. But if there's water coming from the ceiling
and on the boys' floor,
a whole floor below too.
yes, all 4 wings, and the wing that had it the most was the wing under us. And mind you, we didn't have that much water
because it was all down there.
Exactly. But by the time we figured that out, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? We waking up, no glasses on, 8:00 in the morning. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. And
So,
come and still got that contact high from the tampon. So
facts. And mind you, like I said, I had hair, so I had it in a wrap, and I was not trying to sweat it out. And I was in Bridgeport. I was in the hood.
I went to Rutgers in New Brunswick. That is why I lived off campus. I hear you, cuz.
Off campus wasn't the greatest either where I was.
But it's not as big. You ain't got as many issues to worry about with the people and all that.
You would think so.
Oh, you think? Oh, it's a lose-lose situation. You say?
Yeah, it is. I'm in Bridgeport.
All right. So don't go to college, kids.
Unless
you want to get wet. Unless you want to get wet and you want to see somebody shake some things, and if you want to like pull, if you're a tug of war person and you like to tug, go to college. Go ahead.
Go get some bins so you won't get your stuff wet.
If you're a caterpillar and you want to see a butterfly, go your ass to college.
I'm screaming.
He said, I wasn't in the hood. Yeah.
And that's why all the off-campus stuff was in the hood outside of the college. There was no win-win scenario. Everything was bad.
All right. If anybody has any last-minute questions, comments, please submit them now. Let me see if I have anything else. Okay. So, I wrote down Thirsty Thursday done spilled over into Saturday.
Facts. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. When Thirsty Thursday happened, that means it's the start of the weekend in my school.
Maybe all y'all asses should have been in church. That was a sign. Maybe wake y'all asses up. All this water. It was Sunday, so it could have been a little bit of holy. So you should have taken y'all asses all.
Yeah, you're laughing at my face. That's what it is. I'm like, I told you my hair was wrapped. Okay, I had pressed my head. What we not gonna do is that.
All those are welcome. We are all God's children. See, you should have been in there joining. You should have been where your mama was. You wouldn't have had that issue. You wouldn't have had to.
He was in Brooklyn. Mommy was in Brooklyn.
Churches everywhere. Bro.
They didn't have Zoom at the time. We talking 2012. We weren't even supposed to make it past 2012. Let's not forget that. The world is supposed to end in 2012. We weren't supposed to make it. So there wouldn't have been no Zoom as 2012. We were talking about the world. The end is near. The end is not.
Yeah, and it was looking like it was near. Now, here's a question that was submit. Share key tips for women who wear tampons.
Put on some goddamn underwear, okay? And don't bust it down for her. Don't do it. Don't do it. Put on some underwear and say, nope, I can't do it today. I got stuff going on. Okay? That's
all caps.
And then literally, don't do it. Underwear and get it together. Just say no. The power of no.
She wanted the butterfly to flap its wings.
It was flapping. It was flapping. It was
breathe.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
And then the visual is even worse. And I'm like, kill the visual, Jesus, kill the visual.
Nope. I'm forming a visual right now in my
Don't
head.
do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Before I'm trying to make sure I'm right before I watch this video, because I know that if I was in college, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was in college and I would have seen this happening, I would have watched from a distance, because I would have been like, I know what that is. I know what's hanging. I know that's not like the string from a butterfly. Like, that's not when a butterfly flies. It's not like reading Rainbow where it's like butterfly in the sky.
Don't forget the snout.
So I would have been like, from a distance, I'd have been like, yo, hold up, yo.
Put your camera out. Don't forget the camera out, because everybody had their phones out. Everybody.
Oh.
Yep. Out of all the phones, yours would have been on World Star, because you would have uploaded it.
I would have found a way that went live. I'd be like, yo, and I would have got somebody else. I'm like, yo, smack the butterfly, hit the butterfly.
The funny thing is, the video is all up on her butt. Like, they went right in front of it. So you get full-fledged view of a fat ass with a blue butterfly with a tampon going like this. And the cheeks going like this.
Do not be shocked. Okay, today is Thirsty Thursday. All right. Now, this is what I do.
And you're not telling people what's in your cup, so.
It could be that fifth floor water.
Not the fifth floor dripping from the ceiling. Like, give me more. Give me more.
Hold on, let me refill my cup real quick.
It was to the point where somebody had an umbrella inside the building.
Now that
it was Mary popping it in there.
Mary popping it. Oh, we're from the party, Mary popping it, to the dorm room, Mary popping it.
Oh. It's a wonderful day.
Okay. Again, if anybody has any comments, questions, advice needed, whatever it may be, please submit it now. Now, R3ptar, I have to ask you, from the time that you came on the episode to the time that we say goodbye to you, how is it that you would like the people to remember you?
Just know, out of all those people I went to the party with, I was the only one that graduated undergrad. I was the only one.
You were the only one?
Out of that group of people I was hanging out with, I was the only one that made it through all 4 years.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, if you can't handle a flood, then you shouldn't be graduating. Like, I mean, I guess that did people in.
No, if you can't handle your looking and can't do your schoolwork, I'm sorry, you got to go.
Yeah, that's the only one
out of that group of people I was with on my floor that went to the party graduated. Me and my roommate.
And correct me if I'm wrong, did you say you went on to get your master's?
Yes. Yep, I graduated undergrad 2015. I finished my master's 2017.
Say it one more time. Say one more. Just one more time. Can you say it one more time, please?
I finished my undergrad class of 2015, and I finished my master's for class of 2017.
Ooh.
And that's on period.
Are you sure you want to make it on period?
Period.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that?
Hey, I can't do no more.
Is it on period with a string or without a string?
And I don't do strings. And I don't do strings.
Hashtag no string.
None.
Oh my gosh, yo. Okay. Now, before we say goodbye to you. Take care. Enjoy your Thursday. How is there any last words that you would like to leave the people with?
Just be great and wear some underwear.
That helps you be great. That's a step towards greatness.
As some of our moms would say, don't leave the house without clean underwear.
And take an extra pair in your bag just in case.
Fact. No thanks. Hashtag.
That's different. That's different. We got different. It's different. Hashtag no strings. In a relationship, hashtag no strings. But no strings.
Entangle.
Oh, period. No strings. Okay. R3ptar. Oh, one last time before you get out of here, let the people know what it is that you have going on, what it is that you do, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Well, I do dating with R3ptar on a regular, which is at R3ptar_Love Jones, R3ptar _LOVEJONEZ. I'm also on YouTube, same handle, which is Dating with R3ptar, and Facebook is the same at Dating with R3ptar. And I'm also on the Litverse, like I said, when I can do it. And you can hit me up. Feel free to hit me up. Line is open.
There we have it, everybody. You heard it right there, straight from R3ptar's mouth. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up. I greatly appreciate it. Time is something that you can't get back. So for you to take your time and give it to all of us, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it, all caps.
The facts. Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care. We will be in touch.
Yeah, yo.
Woo! Yo! Oh, boy. Boy, the new meaning of Thirsty Thursday on period. Hashtag no strings. All right. Before we get into what we have learned today, I got to take a vote. All right, everybody. Now, if you think this story is true, let me get in all caps. All right. If you think this story is true, let me get in all caps. If you think this story is false, let me get a naho. Okay. Again, if you think this story is true, let me get in all caps. But if you think this story is false, let me get a naho. All right. Whew. Now, what have we learned today? Oof. We've learned that all water is not holy water. We learned that some butterflies have strings, and we really did learn that today you can't fly if you have strings attached. If you have a string, sometimes there's a string holding you down. Make sure that string don't hold you down. You cut that string and you fly. All right, you fly, you soar, you go above the water, you go beyond, and you do your thing. On period. Hashtags no strings. I won't confirm until I find the world star video. Now listen, everybody, you come back. Go to ajdunk.com, send me a message, because I'm going to be on a search to find that video. I am going to find it. I need to see this butterfly. I need to see this string. I need to see if the vision in my head matches the vision of what really happened. I got to see if R3ptar is telling the truth. I know R3ptar is telling the truth, but I want to see the truth. I want to scope and see the truth. You know what I mean? Because I can't get hit. There's no splash zone from here. I'm good. So I'm going to find it, and I'm going to let y'all know. So, again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So make your way over there, because also my YouTube page is there. So if you go there, you'll be able to see Soup of the Day. You'll be able to see stand-up. You'll be able to see sketches. You will be able to see a lot of content. You will not be disappointed. You will be so amused and you will have so much fun that you will be willing to share a video, and then you'll be able to tell your friend. You're going to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you know this friend. So before you get out of here, make sure that you follow the Litverse. That's so you can get updates to let you know when the next show will be. There's I Can't Make This Up on the Litverse. There's Talking Shit with Marlon and Greg on the Litverse. There's the Goss, and then we have Psychic Bars, and then another amount of shows, countless shows that are here. It's more of this, less of this. We appreciate this, but we just let you know that this is funny too, that we are here. There's positive things with us. You want to see us in that light. So make sure that you follow the Litverse, and when you go to ajdunk.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Excuse me. Thank you.
My apologies.
Oh,
I didn't hear what you said.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. So chill out. Like, why you want to come talk now? Go worry about that water. Go be thirsty. Come on now. Like, really, Siri? So again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter is always in style. And let them know, Mom.
What you do, AJ? Don't all
My guess, that's why I have them on. Yeah. Be again, my guess, that's why I have them on. Yeah. Be again, my guess, that's why I have them on. Yeah.